Hi, fellow viewers, to everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Steve. My full name is Steve Hoong. I'm the owner of this video account in these respective websites, youtube.com and rumble.com. By the way, in each websites they have their own apps. YouTube has its own app, and Rumble has its own app. By the way, my next necrological video is about the Canadian scientist who was murdered, and the suspect until now for 35 consecutive years, no one was convicted yet. But I have the necrological findings and necrological research, and this is not a joke. Okay, my next necrological video that I'm referring to is Canadian scientist Dr. Gerald Vincent Bull, or known as Gerald Bull in Canada. By the way, to give you details, this can be considered as simple necrological video. Uh, in the end, it can be another necrological video that will be, as what I've said, in my necrological video, it has so many categories: simple, complete details necrological video, and super complete details, meaning super complete details, I did not miss any single detail. But this is just only simple necrological video. If you see the next video that will come out, complete details of Gerald Vincent Bull, then that's the time. Okay, let's start. Gerald Vincent Bull was born on March 9, 1928 in North Bay, that is under Ontario, Canada. He died on March 22, 1990 in Uccle, that's under the capital of Belgium, Brussels. Uccle, Brussels, Belgium. Okay. The cause of his death is gunshot wounds. Later I will discuss and explain it later. The most important is, where was he buried? Actually, it was two cemeteries, of course, two different places in Canada. First was, I found out when he was killed in Brussels, his body was returned to his homeland country, and it was buried in Saint Bruno, Quebec, Canada also, after the funeral mass. Then the Canadian authorities found out that he is a well-noted person. So the latest is he was buried in Notre Dame Des-Neiges Cemetery in Montreal, Canada. Notre Dame. You can find this in my description. After once you listen to my video, there that is specified. By the way, that Notre Dame Des-Neiges Cemetery is located in Montreal, that it is the final resting place for many notable figures, and that is Gerald Vincent Bull. His father is George Toussaint Bull. This is an English-speaking father, and his mother is Gertrude Labrosse Bull, a French-speaking mother. Actually, he's the second youngest of the 10, so meaning he has 10 siblings overall. By the way, his father that time is an Anglican before he became a Catholic, because his mother is a Catholic. So therefore, his religion is Catholic. Okay. In his educational background, he studied in Regiopolis College in Kingston, that is in Ontario, Canada. He graduated 1938. Okay. Then his college, based on my findings, he graduated in University of Toronto with a PhD, Doctorate of Philosophy in Aerodynamics. His undergrad was aerodynamics. It's an engineering related on aerospace, meaning on the like an air force. That's it. So he has a degree in University of Toronto 1951. And based on my necrological findings, he is the youngest Canadian engineer who has that kind of age in this kind of doctoral degree. Imagine that 23 doctoral already. No other person can do that kind of age. He's a gifted child. I'm gonna tell you this Canadian artillery engineer and at the same time Canadian scientist. Where can you find that kind of age? Doctoral degree in aerodynamics at age 23. Then this one, this is most important. During his scientific career, he was a naturalized U.S. citizen in 1973. He became a professor in two universities in Canada, Laval University 1953 and McGill University 1961. So therefore, during his time when he was alive, he was a dual citizen, Canadian and at the same time American in 1973. And by the way, he is the man behind Iraq super gun, which is called the Project Babylon. Later, I will mention in my complete details of Project Babylon. Actually, this is a very interesting and at the same time controversial super gun that before it was happened the Gulf War in 1990. By the way, he was assassinated during the development of a space gun for Iraq in his apartment building in Brussels, Belgium, in Uccle, Brussels, Belgium, as he was opening his apartment door on the 6th floor. So there was no witness in his assassination. So he was shot 3 times at the back, twice in the head. Based on my necrological findings, and this is not libelous, whether you like it, believe it or not, Mossad is behind his assassination. And of course, Israel authorities denied this related killing, and they cannot admit. Okay, so when they issued that time the press release in the European news media, all of them are false news. It's confirmed. And before he was assassinated, there are some countries that they like to assassinate, such as US Intelligence Service or CIA, UK Intelligence Service, and South African Intelligence Service. There is also not only rumors, Chile Intelligence Service in South America. They are planning to kill him, but it they just said that the Iraq Intelligence Service and the Iran, so meaning they make it opposite, but the truth is it is Mossad behind all this kind of assassination. So it has something to do with the former Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein. Gerald and Saddam Hussein had a relation on making a Project Babylon super gun. Although it was not, I don't know what happened, because in his briefcase when he was before he died, in his attache case or suitcase, the other term they call it briefcase, there was a 20,000 US dollar cash still intact. So meaning it was not robbery or stolen. The money is still there when he was killed that time. So in August 2, 1990, Iraq invaded Kuwait, and that is the Gulf War. which ended Western covert sponsorship of Iraq. In other words, it is the end of Western involvement with Iraqi regime. So in other words, this has something to do with the Iron Lady of United Kingdom. I'm referring to British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher that time. And this is also something to do with US President George Bush that time, when the Gulf War begins. So it has so many links on this. Since this is just only a simple necrological video, because the important is the burial place, I already give the details. Okay, so before I say goodbye, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for my next necrological videos. And again, this is from the YouTube. This is a paid promotion label of my necrological video. Thank you so much for listening in this video. Good afternoon.